You guys, just for the record, Ape of Wall Street was first. He was first. That's what he tells me, at least. What is going on, everybody? It is LastDragon from the Weekend Challenge. Lordo is here early. Whoa, is Luthia not streaming, bro? What is going on? So we are super excited about tonight. First off, we have got 3,000 Rift Watcher packs to start opening. So we're going to start doing that really, really soon here. We're also incredibly excited that we have got Brybro with us.
What's up, guys?
Yay. We've got D-Tough Stuff with us as well.
What's up?
Everybody.
Also, yay.
The Stash himself is here with us. He's literally on battery packs right now. Ape, you are always invited to our personal parties that happen down here in Orlando, Florida. Danger is back with us, everybody. Danger, we're so glad you're back. We missed you. You were missed, 100%.
Well, I'm sad because we don't have a town hall this week, so you guys can't beat me up
so
for an
hard
hour.
to do the town hall without you.
That's true. I don't know how we're going to talk for the next hour.
We still can. We'll just have a different topic.
We most certainly can. So let's start. I'm going to start opening packs, but let's go ahead and
please
start
say something
talking
dangerous.
about...
I can interrupt you.
Yes, please do.
Well, that's
let's
3,000 is
start
way
talking
too many. Way too many.
200 packs at a time. We are going to rush through these as well. But let's start with Brybro. Brybro, tell us a little bit about your history. Tell us a little bit about how you started, when you started, what you've been doing with Splinterlands, what your role is, all that sort of stuff. Let's just kind of start from there.
Sure, it's gonna be a little hard with the cards opening in the background, but we can give it a shot here. In case you guys don't know, I'm Brybro. I'm in around the Discords, Telegram, all that good stuff. Been playing for about a year now. Joined back in June of last year, so right before we grew quite nicely. So I'm glad I got in when I did. That's when I got majority of my land, and I have no regrets accumulating as much as I did, thankfully. But yeah, I mean, that's about it. Been playing ever since then. I do work on the Splinterlands team. If people don't know, I started off in support about a year ago, and then I'm in the QA engineering department. So I get to see a lot of cool stuff behind the scenes. Unfortunately, I can't, spoil any of that. So if you try asking, I may slip something. I don't know. But no, I make sure I keep out of all the land development. For legendary.
Yeah, because we would like to know as much as possible about land right now.
Well, I'm on the same boat with you right now.
Yeah.
Just land? There's so many things. We want to know everything about everything.
Yeah, we would pretty much like you to give us all the alpha so that the people like Ape of Wall Street and Rogue who decided not to join us tonight, so that they're super jealous. So if there's one piece of information that will not get you in a huge amount of trouble, what is it you feel like you could share?
I don't even know where to start.
All of a sudden, Aggie starts jumping in. What are you doing?
Not to just throw you right in the fire.
Hey, no, let's keep opening packs here.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome. All right, so you started in support, and now you're part of the QA server, which is amazing. How is it? Tell us a little bit. That is 3 Coral Lurkers per opening that has happened right now, which is absolutely incredible. Tell us how the QA server has been. Do you guys have some big plans for it? Are you thinking that, making it easier for people to get access to it? Tell us a little bit about that.
So it's not technically just, monitoring the QA server. There's a lot more behind the scenes that we work with. So I just in general, I work a lot with the devs in terms of what they're planning on releasing.
I knew you couldn't stay away.
Editing and everything. What's up, Rogue?
I knew he couldn't stay away.
Shush.
Sleeping's for the plane ride, Rogue. Sleeping's for the plane.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
What stays in Vegas? What happened in Vegas just stays. casually opening 200 packs like it's nothing. Ape of Wall Street, 200 packs.
Chilling in the background, huh?
Chilling in the background. So let's talk a little bit about Splinterfest. D-Tough tell us a little bit about your history as well. Tell us about when did you start Splinterlands? How long did you train at all for Splinterfest? Like, give us a little bit of an update there.
Oh, I started playing about a little over a year ago, kind of when SPS, I guess, dropped. So I kind of was getting into Splinterlands at that point. I started off just playing in like bronze, silver, had a whole bunch of accounts because I wanted to like play a ton because the ECR thing, and thought it was so much fun. And then about, I don't know, like 6-9 months ago, I realized tournaments, staking SPS, you can make like a pretty good return if you just rent the cards and play well. Yeah, so then I started doing that pretty hard. I bought enough SPS so I could play in like the Wealthy Gambit just because I wanted to be able to do everything. And that's kind of where my experience playing in higher levels is. It's just from renting tournaments, and I actually have a couple accounts. So you might notice a couple different accounts in the tournaments that I'm playing. But yeah, that's kind of where I got my experience. And as far as Splinterfest training goes, I mean, I was just grinding. Not necessarily only like the champ level tournaments, but I think just even understanding like silver, gold, diamond can be beneficial for those types of big moments.
So I guess this is something I didn't ask either. Like, there's no way that you like. How long were you here before you did your first Wealthy Gambit? You know what I mean?
Oh, probably Wealthy Gambit was probably about 6 months, but I started doing like the alpha gold foil tournaments within like 2 months of playing the game, because I just realized like, wow, these cards aren't that expensive to rent, and the like understanding alpha gameplay is pretty straightforward. Like it took me maybe 4 or 5 tournaments before I felt like I had all the different leagues figured out so I could perform good enough.
Did you kind of like start bronze and then go from there, or like, because
did you just ape in? Like, did you just like, all right, I'm dropping?
I mean, honestly, it's what it sounds like, right? Like he's just like, I don't know, it's like Wealthy Gambit. I'm like, but what? Like, so
I just started on Wealthy Gambit, guys.
What I did,
I got here and I was like, wow, this game looks fun. Wealthy Gambit.
I mean, it was pretty easy. Like at the time, so 9 months ago, there weren't that many people playing in tournaments compared to now. Thanks to Weird Beard, which is awesome. Like he's getting a lot more interest into tournaments. But I mean, I realized there's 57 people in this tournament. I can rent $20 worth of gold foil cards for this alpha gold foil gold level tournament, and I will, no matter what, as long as I get one win, get positive EV. And then I was able to do that back then when it was super cheap. So I got the experience, because nowadays it's a lot more competitive where you're going to spend $40 on cards and you need to be top 16 or you're going to not make money, which is makes it a little harder now.
I remember very clearly Danger talking about this. Like guys, if you're not in the tournaments, all you got to do is ignore the openings. Don't worry. We're just getting gold foil legendaries right now. It's fine. Nothing to see here.
You got 2 Kai Remancers up at the top.
Yeah.
Did we really?
Yeah.
It's obscene. Yeah.
You guys, we're getting.
Yeah.
Stop looking at them. Do not look.
Here it is. Like, hey, we're gonna do an interview tonight and open 3,000 packs in which we're gonna see all of these cards that we all want. I'm not kidding you. I have seen we have opened probably 20 of these Coral Lurkers.
Coral Lurkers are delicious.
Yeah. Here's the thing I need to ask just really quick before we keep going. Brybro, how much you both won, right? Which means you both get to design a card. Is that
No, only D-Tough does.
Yeah.
You're just gonna rub it in like that, LastDragon? Wow.
D-Tough.
Yeah.
I need to tell you this.
I'm a
that a LastDragon card would be the coolest card idea of all time, and I really would be forever in your debt if not only you designed a LastDragon card, but then you let me have a gold foil version of it.
You see what I was
See,
telling
I'll-
you, D-Tough? You
See what I
was
can
telling
do.
you? It's worth money. It's worth money. That prize was worth money.
That prize
that's
is
a
worth
good
more than a
prize.
little bit of
Oh,
money.
That was the best
That's
prize.
amazing.
Yeah, that was the
Absolutely.
prize. Did you buy land, D-Tough? Like, were you in before land was sold out?
No, I was actually I started after Untamed was already sold out, so there was just dice available, but that wasn't really affordable since it was indeed penny a piece. So I was like, oh, you can't
Right.
really. It was like $30 a pack or something crazy.
That's how I funded Chaos Legion, just for the record. I held 50 Untamed packs for the whole time. Like I bought like 150 packs or something like that, and I held 50. And then when it spiked to what, $40, $50, $60 a pack, which I could not believe that happened. I'm just like, Yodin worth like $1,200. And meanwhile, you got Infidel over there, Dwayne, making like just flip after flip after flip after flip. And then I'm thinking to myself, why didn't I do this with dice? That was so stupid, because dice went up really, really high as well, and I could have got even more Chaos Legion packs. So, like, if you don't mind sharing, and you can say no, it's fine. But like, how much did you start with in regards to?
Let's harass you for longer.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Oh, is this for me?
Yeah, I want to know how much Brybro put in too, but
when I started, I think it was like around like $2K US dollars, and then
Yeah.
I think at this point I probably have put in around like 11. So which, I have 3 accounts that can play in essentially every tournament. So that's, I mean, it's been going fine, but yeah, definitely had to do a decent investment at the start to be able to play in a lot of the tournaments.
yeah. So
Was that investment because in order to play in the Wealthy Gambit, like you have to have a metric shit ton of SPS. How did you get to that level of SPS? Was it just like over the first 6 months before you got to the Wealthy Gambit, just stacking that SPS you were winning?
Awesome. Like I could turn, I mean, even now, like I usually, and this isn't like just a lot of the tournaments that I do, I just have been playing in for a while. So they're like, I can usually end in like top 16, but usually it'd be like, I spend $50 on cards for, hopefully with the 3 accounts, I can return like $150 worth of SPS. And that's pretty consistent for the higher dollar tournaments. So I just did that all the time.
Would you say that you're even close to a break even? Like, are you even thinking about that at this point? Are you thinking about ROI at all, or is that not even something you're even thinking about at this point?
For renting for tournaments, it's like kind of shut off. I do for some, I have to be a little mindful. I can't just rent every card, like Alpha, Gold, Foil, Bronze League. Like the legendary cards are expensive, so you can't just buy everything. And
they're not all there either, quite honestly.
Yeah, that's
I
true
have to
too.
play the ABPR in our brawls, and like I'm looking for like, you can't even get like our guild is playing into the 3-star brawls right now. So YGG Dragons is, I think we're top 15 right now, and so we're playing in that, and I'm like looking to see what splinters I can even grab at a decent price, and you can't half the time.
You can only have the things that people don't want. That's all that's left.
Yeah, it's kind
You're
of
welcome.
Yeah, it's kind of how it works. So
How soon do you, real quick, how soon do you rent your cards out? Because that's the thing. So everything that D-Tough stuff has mentioned, I mean, that's what I used to do, especially for Wealthy Gambit. I'd try to rent the cards that would kind of close the gaps on my gold foil deck. But now it just seems like everything's taken, like a day or two beforehand. So I don't know if there's a whole, I don't want you to give it away, but I kind of do. So how early do you rent these cards for those big tournaments?
Since it's, it like the current time, like the 10 p.m. my time for these tournaments to start is incredibly inconvenient. So this is going to probably be honestly a lower return for the next 2 weeks just due to that, because I usually rent So say tomorrow, like 10 p.m., there's a wild gold level tournament that I'm going to be playing in all 3 accounts. I'll rent around like 8 a.m. tomorrow, and then I have essentially a day and a half on all 3 accounts as like if I log on, see if there's a kitty or something. And I'm just renting, and then I'll play at 8 p.m. on that before the round ends, and then I'll play that next morning before 8 a.m. when I start in the first place. So it's kind of that type of, I just need to keep like a little mental clock for when I have to be playing.
And did you play anything before Splinterlands? Like you said, you've been in you've been in crypto for a while as well, right, D-Tough?
I really haven't. Kind of what brought me in. I played Hearthstone for a ton of years. I did even the collegiate Hearthstone, trying to compete, okay. Which, yeah. But I'm newer, that's for sure.
That's crazy.
Let's switch over to Brybro a little bit. Brybro, tell us a little bit. Did you do any major? I know as we're looking at a gold foil, two gold foil Runemancer floors,
like ripping doubles in is
of gold foil. Yeah.
Well, there we go. We have 2
Junkers.
champs here. We
Yeah.
get 2 gold foil
200
legendaries at a time. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
champs,
think if I was
gold foil
watching
legendaries.
this one, we also had one of the that red one up there as gold foil too.
We've had a couple of those of the red legendary gold foils.
You'll be able to
Oh, maybe
max
that was
it
in a
probably
different
by
rip.
now.
Everything's max. Yeah, everything will be maxed. There'll be multiple maxes. So part of what this is for, at least initially, part of what this is for is for the subbed out and the rentals. But eventually, what we're trying to work through is how you can actually stake your YGG SPL tokens for not only land, but you can also stake them for, hey, you want a gold foil kitty? Well, we have one. It'll be this much staked if you want access to that.
Yeah.
So to kind of work through and create some demand there as well throughout the sub DAO. But anyway,
Yeah, I think one of the
Brybro,
things I'll be advocating for is entire decks, having them kind of clumped together of look, if you want champion level Rift Watchers, it'll all be kind of clumped together and it'll be like this, it'll be in a shell. That would be pretty cool.
it'd be easier to manage, that's for sure. That's one of the biggest things that we're struggling with is how to manage all of it. Because it's one thing, I mean, to go through with the amount of assets that we have now, and we're not even like those guys that were ripping $1 million worth of packs from Chaos Legion. How much did NFT Arcade rip 10,000 packs? It was,
I thought it was around 15,000.
Yeah, it was a lot. So what I was going to ask, Brybro, how much did you prep for this upcoming tournament?
I wouldn't say I really prepped for the tournament itself, for the most part. So I worked a lot with the Mavs to test Rift Watchers, and that was what 2 weeks I think before Splinterfest even happened when Rift Watchers came out. So there's a whole week period that we had our Mavericks help us basically test and just get a feel for the cards, see if anything needs to get balanced, and just pinpoint any issues that they find. So a lot of times I would say I battled a decent amount with the new cards, just because it's always fun to play with the new set in general too. So I would say I was pretty familiar with that going into Splinterfest, and I think that obviously, just having that experience helped for sure.
For sure. And so you said that you don't just work with the QA server. So what else do you do on the Splinterlands team?
It's not just testing, 24/7. There's a lot of planning too, seeing what's being developed, what is in the backlog, and some prioritization there as well. Again, part-time though, it's a little interesting because sometimes I have to, I can't sit in on the daily meetings during the daily work hours. So there's some catch up on my part, but it's awesome to kind of get to see what everything's going on, and just be a part of it. I'll just leave it
kinda-
at that. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I understand. I don't want you to get in trouble. I think that's awesome. I mean, obviously you guys saw the stuff from the upcoming projects and stuff at Splinterfest as well. Brybro, you've been in the space for a long time, right? Like, how excited are you for the future? We've seen the studio, we've seen the tower defense, we're seeing stuff with a lot of different projects. We're seeing the thing with the soccer game as well. Like, are you excited about this? Like, is this like legitimately, like, even if I wasn't on the team, like, this is something that just absolutely I'm just stoked.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to not be excited about it. I think the only concern potentially would be, what about Splinterlands? People don't want, the actual game that brought us where we are right now to kind of just be ignored. And I can tell you right now, that's not going to happen by any means. But yeah, just to see the different kind of routes that we're going to, not only market Splinterlands more and more, but just to kind of grow into these different sectors that I don't think any other game/company has. So I've always said Yaba Matt is a visionary that I think I'd stand behind, no matter what he wants to do. I'm all for it. And mixing him in with aggro, they're definitely complete opposites, but I think that's what makes them so great. And I think that's what's really led us to get into, GLS that's coming next week. Tower defense, it was really cool to see a lot of gameplay. I don't actually get to see much of that because that is a whole separate development happening that's not in-house.
You can't do everything yourself. It makes sense.
I'm glad, yeah, because again, I'm really pushing for. I want land.
Yeah.
So whatever.
We all do. Especially
so I guess after
from a DAO
Splinterfest,
that has 2 regions, we're very, very, very excited about land.
Boat then, yeah.
Brybro, so like after Splinterfest, like, are you like super disappointed in what you saw and like ready to give away your land?
Not by any means, no.
Damn it.
I don't know if you're trying to get this
close.
price to go down some or what, but
I spent $20 on my land. I'm pretty excited about it. But here's the thing. I really need a guarantee. that I'm going to get a legendary land, okay? Because I only have one. So, Brybro, if you could take care of that for me, that'd be sweet. I need some RNGs this year, guys.
all right, we'll hard code, LastDragon.
Yeah,
Wasteland.
D-Tough is gonna sit there and make a LastDragon card, and Brybro's gonna make sure I get my one land that I own. He's gonna make sure that it is a legendary. So that'd be great.
And a castle on it, obviously.
Yes, of
This
course.
man,
Of course.
killing it.
I got
course.
you, don't worry.
Boomber says, can we hear what D-Tough stuff says? Thinks about the upcoming proposal where Champ needs max level cards to get max level reward share since he's a renter.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about the proposal and I looked at Hawks 21 video on it, honestly, and I think it's a good proposal overall. I mean, for me, I'm always renting, kind of max level cards, so it honestly wouldn't really affect me too much that are making a collection and have one-ofs of certain cards. So I don't even know. Maybe, I don't know if Rogue Patton, he's battling in silver, if he's got any opinion on it.
Did you say Rogue's a broke bitch? And
That's so cool.
Yeah, so Rogue's a broke bitch, and he
Not everybody can be whales, okay, Rogue? That's how it works.
at the end of the day, like I will get there eventually, right? But this fits with my strategy entirely because I mean this is what I've been telling everybody needs to happen anyway from like a competitive standpoint. I've been on record many times saying that you can financially make good decisions in ranked play where you can play like a level 3 or a level 4 or like a less than max level, but once you get to tournaments, like that extra hit point matters, that extra speed matters, the extra everything you get with every level matters. So if you're going to be the most competitive in this game, you need to be having the max level cards anyway, and so this promotes that mindset, period. And so like I'm totally fine for this. I think it'll go after a lot of the things that we struggle with, like the the 1 BCX bots going all the way to gold. Like that's silly, And it's really
Yeah.
they only get away with it because they are fighting a lot of each other. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I think that'll help a little bit. But I am, at the end of the day, like I am also worried though, because with the recent reward changes, there are a lot of people that made a decision to push to a higher league without being maxed out in that level, right? And I am worried that at that point, like we're talking about, so like hypothetical situation. Hypothetical situation.
This is why I love you, Rogue. You care about people.
We have a silver
caring.
silver
So
level
caring,
player,
Rogue.
right? Silver level player. He was doing great. He was having a great time, and then Big Bad Company comes around. And they're like, "Man, nerf rewards," and they're like, "All right, well, I guess I'm gonna start playing in gold with my mostly silver deck, but I'll start kind of leveling up with whatever little funds that I have." And now they got like level 5 summoners, level whatever, but they're still getting their butt kicked, and it's just like, now they've made that commitment to be up and playing in like a league above where they're like maxed out at. Now this new proposal will make it so that like they will still get full rewards for that.
You better
But
win this right here, D-Tough.
If
Are you
they
playing
have-
while you're
D-Tough,
doing
you
this?
better win this right here. You better
I
win this.
told
Do they
Rogue
know-
I'd play. I told
yeah,
Rogue
Do
yeah,
I'd
they
he-
know,
play.
do they know the
in.
rules that if
D-Tough,
they win while casting?
Yeah, if you
or
win
shooting?
while casting, you get an extra prize.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We
okay.
give extra prizes out if you win while casting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's harder. It's way harder.
We've
Like
only
you're trying
had
to
it happen
talk and
once.
pick lineups.
Boxy
Yeah,
did
it's
it
harder.
once.
Brybro,
I've gotten second place like 3 times.
Brybro,
But you do
you've
your
won it
best when
once,
you're
haven't
actually
you,
not on the
Rogue?
stream.
I
When
thought
you're on a
you've won
date
it
with your
once
wife.
on yeah. He does say that he's got time that he has to spend with his wife and he's not going to show up, and then he does. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie,
good.
that does
happened
make
once.
me happy when he shows up. So
But anyway, hold on.
It's-
Let me finish my story.
We
here,
love
all
you,
right?
Rogue.
So hypothetical
Sorry.
player now just like half leveled up their stuff to gold, right? They've been having some success in gold with the increased rewards, but that's mainly because there's a bunch of shitty bots up there too that are also playing like well below their level, right? Now, if this reward thing does go through, right? And some of these bots that are like well underpowered don't exist, will the half-powered gold player still have any success in gold, or will they just be steamrolled? You know what I mean? That's one of the things that I'm potentially concerned with, because then player goes like, all right, well now I got to go back to silver to have any success, and now they've got a bunch of BCX into their summoners that they don't need. They don't have that extra BCX on the rental market, and they've stifled any growth that they could do by progressing their deck further than they should have. Hypothetical situation. Not like I know anybody that literally just dealt with it.
Rogue seems a little passionate about this. ladies and
So
gentlemen.
yeah, I've got a comment about that. A lot of these bots are they're just running, right? They if you dig into them, a lot of them are earning 2 reward shares if they manage a win. 2, one, not 20, not 200, 2, which
Okay.
means they're not optimized to like win a bunch of chests. They're just turned on, and whoever owns them has forgot about them. So I think that they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. I don't know that this actually changes. I mean, yeah, there'll probably be some bot farmers that tweak their thing, but I think you're still going to see a lot of 1 BCX accounts up in gold. I think people have just like, I don't care. I'll check back in 3 months and see what the bots
Dude,
got.
your optimism just overwhelms
You
me. I
guys,
love
but
it. Love it.
they've already done a lot against bots, and I think that what we've said that we really like the most is the tournaments, right? Like the tournaments are why the tournaments are and especially the live in-person tournaments. I know that there's been a lot of talk lately about those, as well as being an answer to like nobody cares. Like what really matter? What, in my opinion, what's really going to matter at the end of the day is going to be the tournaments. Am I wrong? Am I wrong
No,
in that?
I mean, that's what I've been
anyone
telling
disagree with me in
everybody is
that?
like, that's where Splinterlands is. Like ranked is not even rank's
okay, so
not even a thing. It's just all tournaments.
Lorkus brought this up as well. And okay, so we had 3,000 packs. I have 200 left.
Wait,
we had
we've
3,000
already
packs.
ripped through 2,800.
Yes. Right here.
Nice.
It does, like, that's why,
But
like,
it's such a
everyone's like,
rookie.
oh, it's going to take us, like, 9. I'm like, no, it's not if I just open them to open them. But Lorkus was just showing us, well, so it was $4 a pack, right? Essentially, ish. I mean, you
No,
can't really call it that.
No,
They're $5 a
we-
pack.
We paid $5.
$5 a pack times
Plus a voucher.
$5 a pack plus a voucher, so $6 a pack, basically, right?
Sure.
Ish.
Yeah, let's call it that. That's fine.
Like, sort of. All right, so
572 and a half.
here's the last 200. Here's the last
Ooh.
200 right here. And I want to see if we at least broke even.
We did not. There's almost no
like-
chance.
Yeah,
There's
it
almost
didn't
no
look like
chance.
it. We were at what? 14,000?
Yeah, we're at 14,000, which is pretty good. Yeah, the cards are
This way.
That's not bad.
the fairest way, I guess, is to say that we paid 20% less than that, and that's probably pretty close to value. People are good at math, so they sell the cards for
Yeah.
for the
I'm
discount back
I'm
price.
not good at the math. So, all right, so we can go through this in an actual, like what we normally do here, and we'll open up the legendaries last. So we have got, oh crap. I always do it. 2 more coral workers.
Oh, just 2 of those. It's fine.
gonna
Just
open
2
the
coral
legendaries
workers. Just
last.
$33 each. It's fine. I need those to come down in price because I need more.
We need a gold
Well, I got
foil
so
one.
lucky when I opened my 150. I ripped all 3 that I needed, and I was just like, good for silver, baby. Let's go.
Brybro, how many Rip Watcher packs did you buy?
I got 4,000,
Nice.
4,000.
Atta
Okay.
boy.
and I think
This
you're already
man.
beating me in gold foil legendaries. So
For real.
Don't
All
be
right,
jealous.
We'll look at them.
Nah,
in a
not jealous
second.
at all.
And by you mean the DAO, which if you don't have YGG SPL tokens now, I'm sure you will soon, because I saw you entering our esports tournament.
soon.
So yeah,
Yeah, bro.
I know
I'm
you
in
win
this
tournaments.
season.
Yeah, go
details,
get some
have you
YGG
been
SPL
entering? Like, I
tokens.
haven't seen anything of yours on there either.
I
You're
haven't
talking
really
to
been.
the
like-
guys that literally track these. Like literally, these 2 track the tournaments. So
But you're winning tournaments, and if they're the SPL official ones, you should be earning points in our leaderboard, because that's worth money.
It is definitely worth money. And like,
It does
we
take
have,
some
like,
of your
the
time.
side
You do have to
thing.
copy the link from the tournament you were in, and you have to type in your Hive wallet. So
and you have to click.
work is required. Work
Yeah,
is
you have to
required.
click a bubble
Can't
too.
automate that or what?
we've tried.
Well, we actually can.
Trying.
I'm just not that smart. When I get smarter, if you
Right,
want
bro,
to teach
wanna
me a
help us
couple
out
things,
with that? All right, here's
that
the
is
first
that's
one.
one of my next steps.
Just 4
Rah.
raws. Just 4
Rah
raws.
is pretty
Dude,
good.
Lorkus, is this your new rig?
This is indeed, yes.
He's
Dude,
in
this
his
is-
new chair.
This is me
guys.
not in pain, slightly less salty than I usually am. It's
I
great.
mean, you look. I mean, it definitely
He's
looks
literally
trippy.
in one of those spider chair things
Yeah.
that has the big monitors up on the sides.
I
to
love
help
it,
his back.
dude. You should send me a picture of like just what this looks like. Like,
Yeah, I
snap
want
a
to see the
picture of
whole
it.
thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
so here
if you
comes the
can-
next one.
if you can imagine your entire room being full of steel, that's exactly what it looks like.
I'm trying to
Let me
think.
miss
What
one.
was
I tend to
the?
miss these.
I'm thinking some kind of weird BDSM thing. Sorry, Lorkus. That's
Ooh,
right
right.
where I went
No,
to
it's not
right
this
away.
way.
I
It's
mean,
totally fine.
Your creativity
No
is
judgment
to
here.
be is to
I'm
be
trying to
admired.
think.
All right,
What-
Lorkus, I think that you can now look at everything because we've opened up everything, so we're
Okay.
good to be able to look at the actual account. We missed
Yeah.
Virus over here in the chat. Yeah, for sure. It's super difficult entering your results. I wouldn't even bother.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
So yeah, our Virus and Lordo, man, those guys are ruining the leaderboard. So I'm
Oh,
sure they
I'm
would
sure
love it
they are.
if you would not.
Virus,
You're not
congratulations
trying
on 5th place, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
congrats, man. I love that they showed exactly 0 of your matches, but I cared.
Yeah, the man that like topped both tournaments and like
That's
this
totally
is
fine.
that's
Nothing to
a
see here.
prime example of like some BS. This man topped both tournaments and walked away with nothing.
No, he
Nothing.
was in 5th place. He got 1 land.
No,
You
didn't
know,
get one,
land.
man.
That's
You want
4th place. Yeah.
Okay, so we spent 15-ish.
Well, yeah. So if you want to, I think that's probably the fairer way to look at it. So if you want to think about it, yeah, I think it is really, really good. Because it's actually $5. Then we got the 20% discount. So what is that? I can do math. For $4. Yeah, $4 plus $1, $5. And it came out exactly even, which I think is
Almost
actually
even. Yeah,
way
that's
better than the estimated at the moment.
Well, did you get
Virus.
bonus packs?
Yes,
Yeah,
this was
that's
included
the
the bonus
thing
packs.
is the 3K put us was with the bonus pack, so we didn't pay. I don't remember exactly how many we bought. I want to say,
Well, whatever the 20% less is on that,
Yeah,
then we just had the
2,000
vouchers.
2,400.
I want to say it was like
Man, you're gonna make me like actually do the math.
I
It's
think you guys came
2,500.
out on top.
It was 2,500.
This is a good pack opening. This is really nice.
yeah.
I
we've
loved
been
it. It was so good, and we paid zero attention to it. We were just like, it's basically just like the background music. It was
well.
like
I tried to
just play on the
I tried
elevator.
to pay attention to the last 200, but Rogue kept talking.
I'm sorry,
Rogue
bro.
didn't care. Rogue didn't care.
What'd I do?
D Tough is over here winning the tournament. You know, Brybro's over here like,
We'll see.
yeah.
13 gold foil legendaries. That's pretty insane.
13.
So, real quick, follow up question. Okay, so Brybro, what is your end goal in Splinterlands? Like, is it to own a max copy of everything, moving
World
into
domination.
gold foils, or like what is your strategy of Splinterlands? What do you want? What do you
Fire
want
What do you
with
want out of
us?
this? What do you want out of this?
What do you
Yeah,
want?
it started as like a collection kind of goal, just try to collect as much as I could. That turned into, just like D-Tough said, I mean, I really pushed when I first started getting into tournaments, because that used to be, I think, the biggest earnings back then. I think now ranked gameplay is one of the biggest one.
In Champion, yeah.
Well, yeah, so I
Oh,
just finished
100%.
Champ 2 in Wild, which is pretty crazy. But that's the one thing I'm trying to push as well, because the sooner you get up there, I mean, I think the first day I was getting around over 30 SPS per win in Champion, and that was like halfway through the season. So the sooner you get there, the more you can get pretty easily. So that's the biggest push. And then, I mean, once land comes out, I don't know what's going to happen anymore. I don't know if I'm gonna even play the game. 'Cause there's
Just be a land bear.
honestly,
a
there's
land
just there's gonna be
Brybro,
so
how much land did you buy?
a lot.
Tell us. Tell us.
I got-
Tell us. We want to know.
Got 2 regions, 2 tracks, and I'm almost at 100 plots. So I'm trying to get to
That's
that
amazing.
300 amount.
Wow.
Oh, that's so amazing.
So you're saying
Did I
that,
see that
the land that you just won, you don't really need. You didn't really need it.
The man
wasn't
came in.
about
Our
the
viewers really
land
like
for you.
giveaways, bro. I'm just saying. Our viewers really
think
like
I needed it
giveaways.
the most, if you ask me. I don't know what you're talking
I mean,
2
conquerors
regions, 2
be
tracks,
conquerors, you
100.
know, like.
This is D-Tough stuff, still racking up bodies here on our
Yeah, he
bronze
is.
tournament.
That
So,
boy.
Brybro, are you the top landholder? Is that-
No, Cryptomancer technically is. He has 3 regions.
Wow.
Mm.
That
And
is
that was my goal, but I mean, I'm not even buying any more land myself, to be honest. I think there's too much I need to worry about in terms of preparation, like workers, summoners.
Yeah, how do you get enough workers for
right.
2 regions, much
Exactly.
less a 3rd region?
I've had a lot.
Exactly.
I have a lot of 1BCX cards that I've just been holding, just to, like, worst comes to worst, I can just have level 1s work everything.
Yeah.
But recently I've been buying max summoners, so I think I'm around 20
Ooh.
to spare, which is just like, it sounds like a lot,
Gross.
but
It's not when it comes
It's not nearly enough.
it's
not
not.
even remotely enough.
well, then someone just mentioned too that potentially, like, the buildings that you have on your land may restrict what your summoner level may be in general. So that just, like, that means I have to probably have like 1 billion DEC too to even do all that. So I'm kind of lost right now.
You better get DEC while it's
Right?
cheap right now.
I'm trying
like,
to push land
honestly-
back even more, to be honest.
So while we're here on the stream, do you want to just tell everybody your OnlyFans channel where you like are funding
That's how
your
he gets his
land
money.
workers?
That's fine.
That's for
If
later.
you just drop the link in
bro.
there.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do, guys. We don't judge you. It's fine. It's fine. We only judge Rogue and Danger here. Well, and Sidrake, but he's not here right now. So.
Sidrake, yeah.
Sidrake.
We can't judge him while he's not here.
No, you gotta wait till he shows up at least.
Wait, what?
Right, exactly.
He says that he's got his sister's birthday party. There's been a lot of parties lately for Sidrake, is all I gotta say.
Yeah, he's partying all the time.
His
every
life sounds
weekend.
amazing.
But I mean,
His life sounds amazing.
Rogue, I'm sorry that you missed coming to this party by just a few days. So
A few
just
days.
a few days.
Few
Could have
days. I'd
hung
have
out
been
with
there
all
too.
the 2 and 4 year olds.
I'd have had to borrow Lorkus's flipping Olaf costume.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
true. That would have been
That
amazing.
Olaf costume is the best. The only problem is that it's really difficult to drink inside it, and Orlando seems hot. So
it
you
is
probably
warm.
want some water
It
or
is
something.
warm.
Yeah.
D-Tough, Bro, you guys obviously are from the US as well. What I personally like about Splinterlands is that it's finally given North America some love. Like all of these crypto companies are like Southeast Asia and everything else. And I love the fact that you guys were throwing your first in-person stuff here. I know that there's been talk about the next Splinterfest being overseas, which is great. We're just going to need the SubDAO to be very, very profitable to be able to send all of us over there. That's
Is that how it's happening?
That's how it's going to
Get it.
It's D-Tough stuff. Moving on to the next round.
Thor's Hammer also says that he will be your OnlyFans model for one region. I don't-
Fantastic. It
That's
seems like
a
a really
lot.
interesting deal.
I don't know.
Interesting
You
I don't know how I
better
feel
be
about that.
hung, sir. You better be hung for a reason.
Oh no!
Oh, is it too early? Sorry.
No.
Why would you want to hang someone? I don't understand. That's not
What are you
polite.
talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Look, we finally get D-Tough on here and Brybro on here. Let's not scare him away in the first shot. Like, we want him to come back. So, something about Brian knowing how handsome I am. He's had personal proof. Ask him about it. No, we don't talk about Vegas.
Why
What
is this
happens in
conversation
Vegas-
going in this direction?
What
What
happens in
happened?
Vegas
What
stays
happened
in
to our
Vegas.
stream?
This is what
You know what's
happens.
hilarious? I didn't even that screen name actually fits really well with what I was. Thor's hammer.
Oh man,
Thor's
what have
hammer.
you done? What have you done?
All of a sudden, no one wants to come on our stream anymore.
You're giving him
That's
the
why we
attention he
can't have
wants.
nice
That's
things.
true.
This is why
So
we
you
can't
see,
have
you
nice
see the look on
things.
D-Tough's face? That man ain't even listening. He's
Do
zoned
I-
out.
Do I want to
he's
know who
zoned
this
out.
mysterious
He's
person
competing.
is that wants to come on the stream?
He's competing. See, you get this side of me because I'm not in the tournament anymore. So now you get dick jokes. Like that's
Well, D-Tough's like resting between rounds because he's got time. He was like the first pairing to finish off.
Guys,
Chat.
I'm nervous right now. I'm
Chat,
nervous.
stop knocking me out of the tournament, and you'll get a calmer round.
Guys, it says that a mysterious person wants to join our stream. Should I let them in?
Why not?
I mean, why not? Hi, mysterious person. How are you today?
Hello.
What's going on, mysterious person?
I don't know, not much.
What is this? I
What is,
just
what's happening?
Oh.
Some mysterious person has joined our stream, and I literally have no idea. So, did you go to Splinterfest, mysterious person? I mean,
are
we
we
have
going
to
to guess who?
Yeah, we have to guess who the mysterious person is now. My guess is it's Ape.
I
I
didn't
think
get
so, too.
prepped on this.
I think it's Ape of Wall Street.
I
That's
think
my
we,
guess.
we gotta learn more.
Yeah, mysterious person.
It's clearly a panda.
Did you go to
Not
Splinter?
an ape.
Did you go to Splinterfest?
Maybe.
Okay.
The whole chat's like Sidrake. Like they can't.
No, guys, it's not Sidrake. This is not Sidrake.
Who am I? I'll give away a pack.
Oh, if you can guess who the mysterious person is, you get a pack. Do you like bananas, mysterious person?
Sean Michael GT says Ape of Wall Street.
I think it's
you
Ape of Wall
dress like one.
Only if you dress like a banana. I could look like a good banana. Sean Michael guesses Ape of Wall Street. Is it you, Ape?
There's so many people that guess that it's ape.
Okay.
Could have been anybody.
So they're all right.
So,
Could've all been
so
right.
do they all get packs?
Is
Do
this
they all
is
get
this
packs?
Ape's girlfriend?
That's true.
Congratulations.
It's your anniversary, Abe. You're supposed
If it is actually Abe,
This is-
like Abe, I get really confused that you refer to girlfriend and gold foil both as GF. Like your sentences are really, really
got a point.
fungible.
He
I'm
does
just
have a
gonna
point
throw it out
there.
there.
Oh,
Very confusing.
there he is.
No,
The
but-
mysterious
but-
person.
But
Hey.
gold foil is girlfriend though.
Oh,
Oh,
touche.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes. Something you
true.
hold on to sell
That's true.
later when it makes it makes sense.
What?
What?
What? Wow.
Okay, guys. So
Rogue.
those of
Can't
you
take you
that went to
anywhere.
Splinterfest, what was the best part? Like, what was the best?
The best part was the live bit between Schnapoon and D Tough Stuff. That was easily the best part of the entire weekend for me. Like the live having, I don't know, maybe 75 to 100 people that were actually paying attention to it live was a whole lot of really excited people with all having energy all at the same time. You don't forget that. That's what live events are about, and it was a lot of fun.
See, and this is a good thing for Brybro to realize. You gotta not just go 3-0. You gotta wait until game 5. Come on.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta hold it.
anticipation.
You gotta
You
have-
just stomp the.
Right,
You
bro?
know,
Why
Do it-
didn't you
do it
throw
for the
2
fans.
games? That's what everybody wants to know.
I know I should have, I should have been more aware, not selfish. Going
Be a better
undefeated.
showman.
That was on me.
Be a better
I-
showman.
No, that was on your Djinn Inferni. Like you tried to throw one, and your Inferni's like, "No, I got this."
Yeah, that game was hilarious.
No dots. No dot stam says hookers and blow was the best part about Splinterfest.
I mean, there was that, I'm sure.
Luke, why aren't you joining our stream right now? That's all I gotta say.
He's the only one on YouTube.
The Krill is on YouTube.
Oh wait, no, there's somebody else. I was like, hey, yeah,
What
no,
the
just
heck,
up
bro?
on Twitch, bro.
Come on, man.
You-
It's not working.
YouTube's for watching later.
Yeah, YouTube is not. No, Rogue. No, it's not gonna.
Oh man,
I'm gonna send this to Luke. Hold on, see if he wants to join this. So, what? Okay, but besides the tournament, like, what was your favorite leak that came out? What do you guys think?
oh, a leak? See, that's the effed up part. Is like the tournament had my whole attention, so I missed all the panels.
I think my
I'm
favorite
still waiting
panel
for the
was
video to come out.
was probably the one about GLS. I wasn't sure what to think of it, and I appreciated all the additional information that they had, and I was very curious if it was going to be different than So Rare, or is just going to be So Rare on Hive, and I really liked the detail they gave, so that was pretty good.
Right, bro. I know that you get to see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, but it had to have been great to be a part of the live event where you could put a lot of names to faces. You could kind of be a part of the event itself and see what all the hard work is kind of come to fruition. What was the best thing for you?
I like the entering Pretoria panel. I know a lot of people were saying they're doing their tournaments, and that was, I think, the panel right before you had to I think the tournament ended during that panel, and then you had to go backstage and say if you qualified or not. And I just told Weirdbeard, I'm like, I'm not going back until this panel ends. And that's exactly what I ended up doing. But that was the most interesting one. So again, a lot of that was more creative, and creative we don't really get to see until it's actually in QA, for instance. So I was excited about that. That's gonna be my next lane stream, is probably just going over that whole slide deck that they have, plus the whole lore that they're about to release. I mean, I've not even caught up on any of the lore, and they have a whole wiki that's probably going to take a week to even just understand what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Luke has
maybe
arrived,
you
you
can shine some
guys.
light on this real quick.
Luke
Hold on.
has arrived, Rogue, and he has
Is Bulldog here?
and
Or
he
is
has
you here?
Bulldog behind him right now.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, he's here, all right.
He's
Luke has
here.
arrived, and Bulldog is sitting over his shoulder. And
He's always watching.
Luke
always
never
watching.
comes on YGG without Bulldog. It's almost like just holding his
Yeah, I
hand
mean,
the whole
because
time.
he's got to represent at some point, right? So it's if he's not gonna come on himself,
I mean, no, actually, Bulldog has come on to the stream
Oh,
at
good.
least 2 or 3 times. We've had
oh, there
him
you go.
before, which is great. So yeah, the all-star lineup is here tonight. Rogue, before I cut you off, and said that Luke was here. What is your question?
Did you have a point? Is what he said.
Yeah, and how long is the question?
And could you
going
get to
take
it?
Is what I really
Positive
want
it
to
was
know.
something smartass, and now I can't remember.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Not too
Fair enough.
distracting.
That's
Luke,
a shame.
Something
Luke, there's a
smartass.
very important question that has happened in
Damn
our
it.
chat right now, and Boomburst is asking YGG Krills soon.
Sure.
When are you gonna join? When are you gonna join us? That's
I
what
feel
everybody
like-
wants to know.
I feel
Got
like you guys
baited.
have asked like 50 times. I'm waiting at least till triple digits, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. We have asked.
I gotta
Quite a
feel
few
really
times.
wanted, you know?
Like, Luke, don't worry. We've got plenty of OnlyFans pages here
Ooh,
that
okay.
that are going to like start coming your way.
Is this
It'll
how
be
you guys
fine.
pay for so many cards and tournaments?
It's how
and packs?
that's the only way we can do it. Rogue has
How
like
else?
Do you have another suggestion? I didn't even know there was another way.
yeah, Rogue and
What-
Ape
what-
have
what
a
do you
very
do?
very strong OnlyFans following, and we just ask them for money. And they
Okay,
give it to us.
question for YGG though. Let's flip
Yeah.
it around.
Sure.
If you guys just keep recruiting every guild, isn't it just going to be all YGG guilds facing all YGG guilds? Are you
It's
fine
totally
with that?
cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
100%.
I'm 100% cool with that.
It's not like we don't face off against each other all the time.
We
It's kinda
actually
fun.
do.
Like,
Isn't
What would
there
we even
a
talk
brawl
about if
going
it
on right
wasn't
now
about
that
who was
5
winning?
YGG guilds are going against each other?
Oh
I'm pretty sure that there is. No, I think that the biggest thing is there's a lot of people that are out there that just want a big group to belong to, but at the same time, like the power of the DAO, like we're seeing what's been happening, like personally. And like I know that Rogue has spoken about this as well, like the last season and getting a whole bunch of YGG tokens that then allowed him
To buy a Rooney.
But like he
Are you saying you're
participated
selling your
and
tokens? Come on, Ro. You got to hodl those, bro.
he sold. People will not get rid of their YGG SPL tokens.
That's
like,
true.
Like
Nope,
people
didn't get
are
rid
like
of those.
like straight up like don't even talk to me about my and they're not that expensive, right? I think they're like 20 or 30 cents each right now, but they're like, no, I know
keep
what's
buying
coming in
it,
the future.
yeah.
I'm buying more. Like I want to be able to get access to the YGG castle. So
But no, it's
Luke,
been.
if you
I
join
think
YGG right now-
internally. Sorry, what was that, Ape?
Luke, if you join YGG right now, I'll send you 50 Go for Alliance.
Oh.
50 gold foil
50
alliance.
gold
How about, like,
foil
Is that the one you already have maxed
How
out?
about 1,500
Is that one already
normals?
maxed out,
Let's
Abe?
get 1,500 normals. I think we'll hit
1,500
10K.
normals and he'll be fine.
1,500 normals. Wow.
Like single BCX, like
That's like
non gold
15
foil.
bucks, right?
Yeah, it's not like just send him the reward card. He'll be fine.
What are we at? We're at 8,535 normals. So there you go.
He's getting close. Luke, remember when you first started though, and you're like, "Look, I'm sticking in bronze. Like this is just not. Like I'm not gonna do this." And I have really enjoyed watching Luke stream, and everything that's happened with you and Balthazar has been like, dude, they treat you so good. Like it's really cool to watch
Yeah.
the
I'm
success
thankful.
that has come from Balthazar and you guys. So, obviously this is a YGG stream, but tell us a little bit about Balthazar. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on. Like, what are some of the exciting things coming up with them?
Yeah, I mean, mostly what we've switched to is just kind of a platform to help Web3 games build. So we got the content, which is what I'm in charge of. Well, the YouTube, Twitter, stuff like that. The Alpha team is doing the research, so kind of like the IGN scoring of games, trying to help people define legit products rather than
It's a tough environment right now.
some of the other stuff that's out there that we don't need to mention.
Yeah. Actually.
And then they're trying to help out the Web3 games through like building out SDKs and some like basically what we want to do is help them. Like you guys just build a good game, we'll take care of the blockchain stuff so that you don't have to worry about it. Because I think that's partly what's holding up all these Web3 games is like you have to focus on so many things, building out tokens and the blockchain part and the marketplaces and all these things, and that's part of why I think we haven't seen some of these other games actually release yet. So
Yeah.
it's been cool. I'm glad to have a job there.
D-Tough, we know that you have to go pretty soon here, but any final thoughts on Splinterlands and the experience that you had there?
Just looking forward to wherever the next Splinterfest is. I feel like it'll just be bigger and better. You know, obviously they learned hopefully quite a bit from the first tournament, and you know they'll build on that. But I mean, for the first experience, I thought it was it exceeded my expectations, like by a mile. So yeah, it's good being on here, and I hope you guys have a good weekend.
We
Says the
cannot
person getting a car designed after him in 15 plots. It exceeded your
Yeah,
expectations.
exactly.
I'm glad to hear
his
it.
expectations. Yeah. It's true.
Have a good
D-Tuff, hopefully we will see you soon and you will come back and join us. And hope. Okay, so chat, we need to ask you a question right now. If D-Tuff wins this tournament right now, should we give him credit for being on the stream the entire time
This is a
and
good,
give
this is a
him
good
the
question.
extra? Give him the extra prize. That's the question.
Yeah, totally.
Chat, what
Give
do
it to
you
him. Yeah, he's
I'm-
gonna win.
Yeah, I'm gonna win. I think you guys won't have to question that soon. So I think
So,
it'll be
all right. So if D-Tuff wins in this particular
If
tournament,
D-Tuff
you will
wins,
get-
give him 100 land plots out of the sub
Oh
down.
my
Wonderland.
god.
Exactly. I think we can take that
I
deal.
think
Take
that
it.
Brybro actually should give him 100 land plots out of his personal stash.
I mean,
I
what
think
do
I'm
I
gonna
get
have
for
to
being?
leave
Oh,
too.
man.
Yeah.
What do I get for being in last place?
Brybro
I feel
said
like
you gotta
I
leave
should
too.
Gotta leave too.
all right. I
I'll
gotta
give
sign
you
off.
my
I'll see
bowl
you
of
guys.
food right
Thank you,
now.
D-Tuff. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining us.
Later.
So we're still kind of going around a little bit, talking about Splinterfest and what people enjoyed the most about it. Who was your favorite person on the Splinterlands team to meet, Lorkus?
Better watch what you say right now.
That's a good one. I think my favorite one to talk to was probably Weirdbeard. Just really interesting to really find out what makes him tick. Like, he's an interesting character. He runs esports for Splinterlands but doesn't play Splinterlands. So like getting to chat with him about like what his vision is and like where he sees esports going and what he thinks is important was like a whole lot of fun, because the dude has some great ideas, and I hope he gets the support he needs to make his vision come true, because that's what this game is about for me, is esports being big and happening. And he's definitely a kindred spirit in that regard, and that was really fun to talk to him.
Rogue, who was your favorite Splinterlands team member to talk to?
I didn't talk to enough Splinterlands team members, honestly.
You were prepping for the tournament. I know that was.
I mean, honestly, I talked to so many people from the community, I guess, really is the majority of what I did. But I did have a nice conversation with 16-bit about his dog, so that was pretty cool. Like,
That's cool.
and then I
What kind of dog does he
did
have?
get like 5 minutes with Matt, and we talked a little about like gameplay and that stuff, and specifically kind of like followed up that question I asked in the town hall. So that was pretty cool, because like I know, like talking to him, like I know he gets it from a gaming perspective, so like I know it'll get done. Yeah, and I guess Virus, yeah, if Aftersound counts, like 100%. Like,
We're trying to get Aftersound on in the next
yeah.
couple of weeks. I spoke to Aftersound today about that as well.
perfect.
Brybro, so I'm going to switch it for you, because you get to talk to the Splinterlands. You get to talk to the Splinterlands people all the time. Which community member that you met was like one of your favorite conversations that you had? Like, I know you talked to a lot of community members, but like, wow, that was really cool. Like, that was a really cool conversation. Like, who would you say?
Well, let's be clear. I never met any of the team members, in real life
person.
either
Okay.
before this event.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Yeah.
actually getting to meet them and not seeing them just on webcam, I mean, it's just a whole different reality. And that's like the biggest thing that I do. I remember, we'll take this a little off topic, but I remember the first time Aggro met Chatter. He just, I think he spent like the next day just going off on how tall of a giant Chatter is, and how he just like looms over him. And I just thought that was a hilarious thing. And then obviously, once you actually meet Chatter in person, you're like, damn, this guy is.
Chatter's a big dude.
Yeah. So Luke and Ape, you did not make it to Splinterfest, and neither did I. How much FOMO did you have as you guys were watching everything happen? I really wanted to be there.
Follow-up question: how much did you watch, or did you just tune it out entirely?
Well, so my friend's wedding was that Sunday, so like they didn't stream much on Saturday. It was mostly just like seeing people's tweets. I skimmed through like the Sunday tournament just to see like what was going on, but I couldn't really sit there and watch it live. I think for me, I just missed out on like getting to meet everyone that was there. Like that's kind of
what I
what I
wanted
wish I
to.
was like.
Yeah.
Like just hearing the alpha and stuff like that. Like the tournament would have been fun, but like I would have just. I mean, it doesn't have to be Splinterfest. I'm like, dude, let's all just go hang out again.
Let's just all hang out. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like for me, that is probably was the hardest part. Is like Lorkus and Rogue and like Dwayne and Ashley and Luthien and all those guys that like we hang out on stream all the time, but we never actually get to like truly hang out. And so
it's a really good point. Like that was the hardest part for me too, Rogue LastDragon, is that we didn't matter enough to you for you to come to Splinterfest. It was really hard.
I had a family vacation that was planned, so I probably would have been in pretty decent amount of trouble if I would have not gone to that. Knight kind of said the same thing though. When I was talking to Knight, we were both like, we got to figure out how to make this happen for the next one. Hopefully there'll be some more like meetups and stuff, at least in the US, that everybody can kind of get together. By the way, Orlando's a really
fest. Where's YGG Fest? Come on.
YGG is very focused. I'm going to be straight up. YGG is very focused on Southeast Asia and Philippines, and so it's very hard for most of the DAO being in North America. I think it is very difficult for us to make stuff like that.
I'd hang out in the Philippines. That's fine.
I mean, we could go. It's a lot of fun.
YGG Fest Tuesday night at LastDragon's house.
It's true. Tuesday night in Orlando. I'm probably going to see Rogue, so I'm pretty excited about that. I actually appreciate Brybro, the SPL team, being so open and honest. Like, I know that Luke and I spoke on his podcast about this at one point. Like, when you're looking at all the Web3 games, and we were speaking specifically about Axie at the time, when you're looking at all the Web3 games that do not communicate with their community very well, or at least did not communicate very well, especially a year ago, and you still have a group that's doing a town hall every single week and is still willing to talk to their community every week, and then have an in-person event that, no, it wasn't as big as Galaverse was. No, it wasn't, as flashy as what they did, but just a really amazing time for everyone just to coordinate and get together. Good and bad.
It was really nice that it was
great.
smaller, because I don't know that if it was that big, we would have gotten the opportunity to talk to all the people from Splinterlands. And the security probably wouldn't have allowed it. Like at a certain size, like you can't just mix and mingle with everyone. And so I think you missed out, LastDragon. I think next time it might be so big that Matt has like a bodyguard, and he's like, no, that guy looks sketchy.
No, it's okay, buddy. I'll let you in. Don't worry.
Cool.
Like, I'll let you in.
Thanks, Rob. I'm not gonna lie. I really, really loved watching the tournament stuff. But for me, it was watching all the messages that were going back and forth about, hey, where are we meeting? Where are we meeting? And I've worked in Vegas so much that I knew exactly where you guys were going and stuff like, hey, think about this one because this is pretty good food too. That's what I miss. Brybro, did you have any like staff, like dinners and stuff like that you're like, man, this is what I've been waiting for, like to get together with these guys?
I got together with Pluck, actually. Pluck is one I talk to a lot. And if you guys don't know or recognize him, he's like the big data analysis guy, guru that we have on our team. And it was great catching up with him. And actually just, again, I think like what you guys keep saying, it's Splinterlands. I think the best part was just getting to meet people, put faces to names, and actually just talk about the game and everything just in person. So that was the greatest part. I didn't really, team-wise, didn't really get to meet with them too much just because there's just so much going on.
Yeah.
And I was kind of busy and locked in with like our merchandise booth as well. So Just trying to balance both of those, even though we didn't really have that great of merchandise.
There
To be
had to be
honest.
hats there. There had to be hats.
You guys, Angry Chickmunk sold out in how long was it, Lorkus?
It was before the doors. Before everyone got to the doors, he was done.
And he brought like what, 1,200 pieces, 600
No,
pieces?
no. I think it was more like 60. I don't.
Yeah, I
don't
want
remember.
to say it was close to 100 because he was a table right next to us, and yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, people were just buying those just as soon as they walked in.
That's great.
They're so cool.
And how cool is it that we've got a Splinterlands team that allowed their IP to be used in a creative way, to be sold like that? Not only that, but to be put on a table. Like, good luck doing that with Hearthstone.
That's a good point. That's a
You
very
know,
good point.
or anything Web 2. Good luck. They just come after you, you know.
And for anyone that didn't lose to Angry Chipmunk in the tournaments, if Angry Chipmunk beat you, you got a Furious Chicken wooden card. So that was your
That was your
you
prize.
got your own prize for losing to Angry Chipmunk. It was pretty sweet.
8. How did you feel about not being at Splinterfest? Was it like FOMO City for you, or you're like, I'll get the next one. I wish I could have been there. Like, what is it? How did you feel through it? Looks like you have top 2 too.
I ignored it so I wouldn't FOMO.
Yeah. So you wouldn't get on a
Smart
plane the
strategy.
next day and get out
You were
there.
just like, what
Well-
Splinterfest?
Yes, yeah, that was exactly. So I waited till after Splinterfest to watch like the Twitch VODs, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't feel like as FOMO because the event is over.
Yeah. Also, huge shout out to Luthien, Bulldog, and Aftersound. It is not easy to sit there with production in your ear and having to sit there and live stream and shoutcast an event like that. That is crazy, crazy hard. And I just want to say huge shout out to those guys. That was amazing. I'm pretty sure it was Lithian's first time doing that. I don't know if Bulldog or Aftersound have done it before, but
Aftersound
did
looked like
great.
a natural up there. He did really well.
Aftersound absolutely did amazing. So D-Tough did not win.
He did not win.
Okay.
No.
All right.
The guild's 100 plots are safe.
The 100 plots for the guild are safe. D-Tough did not win.
No, we're fine.
So we're going through the finals right now. I actually think we've seen both of these people up here before.
We certainly have.
Let's talk about really quick though who won the YGG prizes tonight, Lorkus, and what did they win?
Well, that's what we were trying to figure out. Is
So I
that
was looking
Watari
at it.
21?
Yeah, it's 7th place, Watari 21.
Ah, okay, nice. Watari 21 won our YGG prize.
And you won a gold foil. What?
I can't say this name. Ulath Dampier. I don't know.
Nice.
Anyone know how to pronounce that name?
No, I think you killed it.
It's basically the Mordor tongue, and it's not me.
And then we do have a giveaway that is happening tonight as well. I'm going to go ahead and get that ready to go. But while we're in the Splinterfest conversation, what are some things that there were plenty of things that we talked about in regards to the tournaments that were challenging, but Rogue, Brybro, both of you being in the tournaments, tell us what are the things that you liked the best about this format?
Well, I mean, the Ghost Card tournament itself, I think, just checked all the boxes that it was supposed to. You know, it put everybody on an equal playing field, and it actually unlocked an enjoyment in the game that I hadn't even had experienced at that point. You know, like being able to play with everything was awesome. It was 100
Just a mere $13 million worth of cards.
Yeah, and I mean, like honestly, I had a conversation with Weirdbeard about that later. I was just like, "Is there a reason why they're gold? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, why is it gold foil?" And he's like, "It's because it looks good." And I'm like,
Gotta be flashy.
"All right."
Because you
It's like-
can.
It's like it could have been max level. Like I didn't care, but it was like, you know what? Seeing all that shine though, it was pretty cool. But no, it was. I think it definitely unlocked a lot of aspects in the game that like isn't available for everybody. Like nobody, I think, owns every card in the game. Is that a fair statement?
Brybro?
I don't know.
I think there are people that own every card.
Well, because like when we talk about like the mighty Draken, there's only
So
how
there's
many
one.
Julians? Yeah, how
There's
many
only
Julians
one.
are there?
Gold Draken. Only one.
And it's so that means the max foot, like it's not even max level, right?
Yeah, it's max.
Dragon comes max. I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure.
So
there's
yeah,
only one gold
so
Draken.
whoever has that card has to have every other card, and then there's literally only the one person then that owns all the cards.
Well,
we're
gold
hearing that
foil-wise-
somebody's having an issue with sound right now. Can you guys all hear us? Okay. Thor.
Maybe that's the problem. They can hear us and they're hoping that we'll stop talking.
Maybe. Brybro. Hold on. That link didn't work. Let me just update it. It should be live.
Let me see.
It says share. Hold on. Should be live. Let's try this again. Hold
I
on,
can
hold
hear
on,
you
hold on.
YouTube.
Okay, great. Try this one, guys. Try this link. Brybro, what was your favorite part about the tournaments? Like, what was it that just really worked for you?
I mean, I'll go off of what Rogue said. I think the ghost card tournaments, obviously, that's something that I messed with beforehand, so I knew what to expect. But seeing it live and having others get their hands on it, I mean, I think it met all the expectations that we intended it to. And at first, I was a little skeptic about it when we first kind of released the idea of ghost card tournaments, because I don't necessarily think it should be like a week. I don't know about weekly, but like a daily tournament, you know? Just because, again, I don't want to take away the whole incentive of actually collecting cards, rather than if you can just play this tournament that gives you all the cards, you know? Yeah, some people may just focus in on that and only do that. But no, I think it's such a great tool, especially like I compared it if Ali Straza, when we had her and they did those 2 tournaments, I think those are perfect like onboarding tournaments for, you know, new communities to get in, actually play with all the cards, see what it's all about. And then it just helps them understand, you know, what cards they may want to actually buy, what to rent. I don't know. It gets just those conversations going.
So, Brybro, we were discussing just because it was important. What's the total percentage of gold foiled Draken that was used during that tournament relative to the entire lifetime of Splinterlands?
Where was the important part of this?
Well, because nobody ever gets to play with it, right? So that
Dragon's not even that great of a card, to be honest. So I don't even know if it was played at all.
But I mean, the beautiful thing about it not being like the best card is one thing, but like it fits some rule sets. You know what I mean? So like I played a Draken in the opening rounds because it was like a health equalizer, low mana, melee attacks from everywhere, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, a Draken will work.
And that's the cool part too, because like, you know, none of us are actually gonna get the opportunity to play those cards.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't play any of those in the actual tournament because I wanted to win. But
well, you actually did.
There's just a whole like.
Oh yeah.
Well, now we know his strategy.
Yeah, but the Brybro's strategy was to win. That's
sorry.
And it. So, guys, I have got 14 people right now that have signed up. By the way, happy birthday, Gohan! I can see that you're here by your sign up.
Happy birthday, Gohan.
It's Gohan's birthday every week. For those of you who have not been on one of our streams.
He hasn't been around for a while, so I wonder if he went all Benjamin Button on us and started rewinding the clock a little.
He might have.
Like, does every week he not show up? Does he neg a year?
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Okay, that
Probably. I think that's how it works.
100% what's happening. So I'm going to show you right now my screen. It's not as exciting as Rogue's giveaway. I like Rogue's the way he gives away stuff, quite honestly. So we've got.
How do I give away stuff?
I don't remember. You do something based off of the cards or something like that gets drawn.
Oh yeah. I got you.
All right, so we got 15 people in here. What are we giving away tonight, Lorkus?
We have a gold foil Arachne Thug and a gold foil Runecrafter.
Excellent.
That Arachne
So-
Thug is so cool. Like just that like cheaper reach monster with trample. Oh man, I'm all right with that.
All right, we got 2 winners. It looks like Watari 21
Atari 21 is racking it in tonight.
and
Nice.
BJ Wino. So congratulations, you guys. Those will be
Nice.
handed out right away. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Luke, thanks for jumping in. We always love it when you join us. Bulldog,
Yeah, Luke,
thanks
you
for
killed
joining
it.
as well. Luke, you killed
Carried
it like
the team, baby. Let's
always
go.
kill it, bro.
Every week.
Carry the team.
Right, bro. It was great to have you on. I hope we can have you back. That was really fun.
Yeah, bro.
Great to get some insight from you and stuff as well. And mysterious person number 1 behind the closed doors. That was excellent. It was excellent. Danger, it's great to have you back. We have most certainly missed you. Don't worry. We will be interrupting your stream when you're talking about the town hall very soon. Bro, do you have a stream that you normally like you said you've got a land stream coming up? Is that planned? Is that something we can announce to everybody?
I've done like 6 streams I think so far. It's very sporadic. I mean, I don't think I've done it for a month now just because it's been hectic. But the whole goal is once land gets picking up and there's actually content, released every week or so, I want to do it a lot more frequently. So that's a game plan. Hopefully in the next week or 2, I'll probably get one on or get one going again. But yeah, it's already public.
That's
Obviously not public enough.
Yeah. Thor's Hammer says the after party is at Brybro's OnlyFans. So, hey, however, he's got to buy those land plots, baby. No judgment here, baby. Lordo says this guy was the only Splinterlands OnlyFan guy. Evidently not, Lordo. Evidently not. So, guys, it has been an absolutely incredible night. We've opened 3,000 Rift Watchers packs, and it looks like we actually broke even, which is awesome. Rogue has talked a lot. Splinterfest 2023. I don't even. Did not need to see that, actually. I had another screen pulled up, and I'm like, all of a sudden, Rogue loses it. And I'm like, all right, what's on that note, you guys, it's been absolutely incredible. We will see you next week, same time, same place. Luke, when is your next stream? Let's make sure we shout you out as well.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I tried to stream the tournament today, and guess what? I lost in like 10 seconds. I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do now?
Come and hang out with us, I guess.
I guess. Like,
Whatever.
you're a monster, Cameron, bro.
Jeez. Can't take this. Anyway, well, Luke is not going to stream anymore. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Abe, thanks for joining us. Rogue, thanks for ditching your wife yet again and joining us. Lorkus,
You're welcome.
in his mechanical chair. He's in a great mood. We love that. We don't love a grumpy Lorkus, that's for sure. I'm going to try and hit the right outro here instead of a GameHunters outro. But anyway, you guys, we appreciate you. We'll see you next week. And as Cydric likes to say, and keep playing, everyone. Keep playing. See you guys later. Good night.